Welcome to another hsextra.com high school football video. My name is Joe Serrera, and I'm joined once again by Northern Guilford Nighthawks head coach Erik Westberg. Erik, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Joe.
Your matchup Friday night at home, Grimsley. It's the only football game, high school in the state of North Carolina Friday night with two unbeaten teams. What does that say about high school football in the Guilford County area and the Metro 4A in particular?
It says a lot. I think we got a lot of really good competition in our conference, and to be able to get in this situation, being undefeated the last game of the year, going against Grimsley last game of the year, they're undefeated. It's going to be a good game.
What do you think the atmosphere is going to be like Friday night at Johnny Roscoe Stadium? Might we have another appearance by Johnny Roscoe Friday night, do you think?
Well, maybe. Who knows? Be nice to have them for sure. Weather, pending. It looks like we might get a little rain in the morning, but I expect it to be probably a sold-out place. Standing room only. They travel well. We always bring fans out when we're playing well here too. So it's usually a really good atmosphere here at home. So we're excited to be playing here at home.
You mentioned that you're playing well. What would it mean to this group of Northern Guilford seniors to win a conference championship and have an unbeaten regular season with all the work that they put in?
Yeah, I think it would mean a lot, especially coming off last season. We were in the same position last year. We just couldn't close the deal out. So we kind of been in the situation before. They understand that. They're ready to go Friday night.
Having a matchup like this to close the regular season, you guys are going to be in the playoffs. This has to be, in a lot of ways, great prep for the playoffs because basically you're in week one of the playoffs now.
Yeah, there's going to be no easy game in the playoffs, regardless of where you finish. If we finish with a really good seed, winning the conference, or we're middle of the road, wherever we end up, it doesn't matter who you're going to play. The 4A West is loaded. So, this is probably the first week for a playoff game for us for sure to get ready to get into the playoffs. But, it's going to be playoff atmosphere. Mm-hmm.
How much video have you watched of this Grimsley team, and what do you see from them?
Each week I watch a ton of video on each opponent. I see obviously a well-coached football team on both sides of the football and in the kicking game. Obviously, the quarterback stands out to you. I mean, he's a phenomenal player. He makes them go on offense. He's done a great job this season. He does a lot of good little things he does well. Pocket breaks down, he gets out. I mean, he can throw it on a dime to his receivers and place it in certain areas where only the receivers can catch the ball. So he manages our offense really well. The running back, I think he's a really good running back, runs hard. Offensive line is physical, comes off the ball, and he's got a good receiving core as well. They're young, but they make plays. Offensively, they're going to be a handful for sure. Defensively, they're solid. I think their D-line is their strength. I think number 22 is a phenomenal defensive end, and Shaw's back as well, and 55 in the middle there. So they're a handful, and they got some athletes in the back end that can run around.
Mm-hmm. A lot of similarities to me offensively between your team and Grimsley in that, you maybe even lately have run the quarterback even a little more than they have in design plays, but a versatile running back, a guy who can do a lot of different things as a runner and a receiver, really good receivers on the outside, a tight end who can do some damage. You don't see that as much anymore. You have one who got a Louisville offer, and they've got a good one who's older brothers at Northwestern. He's probably going to be a Division I player. Just seems like there's a lot of similarities offensively.
It's funny you say that because we were talking about that as a staff, and there are a lot of similarities, I think, with both offenses and, just schematically what we do and how we do it and kind of the weapons that we have. So, hats off to them. They got a really good offense, and, we're preparing for it. We know we got our hands full. So we'll see what happens on Friday.
What are some of the keys for the Nighthawks? What are some of the things that you guys need to do Friday night to come out of there with your first Metro 4A championship?
Obviously it starts with turnovers, eliminate them. And again, I know I sound like a broken record. I talked to you about this before, is penalties. We've only hurt ourselves offensively. Speaking offensively this year is the penalties. And anytime that we put ourselves in situations having to punt the ball, it's because either, we had a holding call or whatever the case was and put ourselves in a bad situation and we couldn't get out of it. And obviously the turnovers have hurt us at times as well with, putting the ball on the ground or throwing interceptions. So that's the key for us defensively, man. We just gotta, we gotta do our job, get our right fits. That's what's made us so good defensively is when we play that way. And that's what we're stressing this week.
It's going to be a great game. A lot of eyes around the state of North Carolina are going to be on your stadium on Friday night with that great matchup. We wish you luck with that one and going forward in the playoffs.
All right. Thank you, Joe. Appreciate it.